Things are about to get really cursed, ladies and gentlemen. So this has kind of turned into a little bit of an ongoing series here on this channel, and it's one of my personal favorites, to be completely honest. And I gotta say, every single episode, we do it like once a month, and I feel like the trend has been every single time things get more and more ridiculous. The bar gets higher and higher for these cursed things. Where in the last episode, we were caught off guard by a power level 1 1,399 trophy Doug, as well as a few other things much like 3,000 win streak. But dude, today, I don't even know how to explain it. These accounts are so dang cursed, it feels like something's going on here. Foul play. I don't know what to say. So let's get into it, man. I've been looking forward to this. So most of the time with these cursed accounts, I feel like I can wrap my head around how they're actually going about getting these crazy milestones. Even if it is insanely difficult, normally we can kind of put our finger on what's going on here. But today, these accounts, honestly, it's hard for me to explain what's going on. And we are going to be getting progressively more and more insane as this video goes on to the literally most ridiculous cursed account that I've ever seen. Starting things off with this account here in this episode today with, believe it or not, the least impressive account, even though it's still mind-boggling. We have this Barley account, one trick cursed Barley account, and as you can see, they managed to get a power level 1 Barley to 1,520 trophies. This is the start of the madness in this episode today, already eclipsing the craziness that was in the last episode with that power level 1 Doug. We're seeing ridiculous milestones with a 1,520 trophy Barley. Mind you, power level 1 grinds are insanely difficult nowadays. I've had my fair share of power level 1 grinds way back in the day, and truly the highest that I could comfortably get on a regular basis was ranked 25, so 750 trophies, where it felt like rank 30 was like so outside my wheelhouse. But nowadays, it's twice as difficult, and they're getting these crazy milestones. But again, there's even more crazy ones. Going up in order of ridiculousness, we have this RT cursed account going on here. If we take a look at their available brawler, most of their games have been taking place in 3v3 matches, not just camping in bushes in Showdown. But if we go to their 10 brawlers available on their account, we have every single brawler neglected except a power level 1 RT at 1,833 trophies. What is happening, dude? And this is just the start. As I came across these accounts progressively getting more and more insane, honestly, my mind started drifting off to maybe there's something else going on here. Obviously, I can't prove that or anything like that. It's just so absurd how high of trophies this is at power level 1 that it's hard to comprehend. Jumping up once again in order of magnitude, we have a Jessie account here. And as you guys might know, for the trend going on here in this episode today, Jessie, power level 1, eclipsing 2K trophies, man. 2004. What? Now, at this point, when I came across this account, as we're getting crazier and crazier, honestly, it's hard for me to believe that this is something legit going on here with so many different accounts out there getting these power level 1 milestones. I'm not sure if there's foul play going on here, and it kind of feels bad of me accusing. That shouldn't be the first thought or anything like that. It's just so ridiculous, it's hard to wrap my head around. When you look at these accounts that are going on here, these one tricks, there could have been a few different explanations, much like maybe in duels, but there would have to be trophies on other brawlers here. We have a power level 9 Daryl, but that's just from the daily login rewards when you have a fresh brand new account. So he's not relying on any other brawlers here on this account, right? It's just Jessie in 3v3 game modes, mind you. No solo victories, no duo showdown victories, 443 3v3 victories on a power level 1 brawler. Now, it does not stop there, but we're taking a brief detour from these ridiculous leaderboards going on here to catch back up the speed with these win streak world records going on at the minute. It's one of the best brand new features in this game to help aid in the creation of cursed accounts. It's just another avenue to make things even more ridiculous. But where we last touched in on with the win streak world record, to my knowledge, was Landy here, a very popular YouTuber and an absolute legend here inside of the Brawl Star space. But we checked in on this dude and he happened to get to 3,000 max win streaks on his account. And at that point I was like, hey, no one's beating this for a very long time. The highest that I saw up until this point was like just grazing 1,000. We saw Spike, another really renowned cursed account, get to 2K. But then when you see 3K, it's like, okay, dude, like who's gonna get there, you know? But an individual did get there. Taking a look at this club here, TTV Swisser. Make sure to check it out. Looks like he streams over on Twitch. But as you can see, they were able to get to 3,038 wins in a row, dude. It's like crazy. And what's really mind-boggling about Landy as well as Swisser here is the fact that they happen to do this on main accounts, right? I brought this point up in the previous cursed account video that we did here on the channel, where there's a lot of accounts out there that are grinding for these max win streaks on a brand new account, where they go from 0 trophies and they push a brawler to 500, they switch the brawler, max them out, that type of gist. But these guys do it on their main accounts, man, where matchmaking is more difficult based on their brawler trophies as well as their overall trophies. This guy is at 70,000. It's such a feat, it's ridiculous. But the win streak fun does not stop there. You guys didn't think Landy would check out at 3K on the dot. Landy's ridiculous madness of a win streak run ended at 3,157 wins in a row. I can confirm that the win streak grind is over now. He ended up losing and this is where he ended up getting to, but a ridiculous run. Honestly, I thought Landy would be the only one to eclipse 3K, so it's really, really cool to see Swisser, another individual, get that high up there as well to kind of rival Landy. But from my knowledge, the world record at the minute, the highest win streak is 3,157 by Landy, which truly is really hard to wrap your head around on a established account much like this. 80,000 total trophies. It's nuts, and I'll probably be proved wrong in a month from now, but I don't think this is going to be beaten in a really long time, but we'll see, I guess. But getting back to the puzzling situation that we have going on with the leaderboards right now, again, maybe something's fishy happening here. There's a strat that I'm not aware of. Who the heck knows? But again, going progressively more insane. We have this account here. This one, in my opinion, is one of the most ridiculous ones. We do have some more crazy ones here, but there are multiple power level 1 rank 35s on this account, and it's hard to believe. First of all, not even the highest one, but still insane. Shelly, 1,613 trophies at power level 1. I've always been the believer, if you want to do a power level 1 push here, you have to have a gimmick, whether it's your super having an extra ability like a knockback ability with BB's bat, where you have that at power level 1, a buster shield, basically something to make you more useful than just basic elements. And Shelly is not one of those brawlers, so I always thought it would be like good for a dynamite that has decent damage output. You don't have to get in the face of individuals, you're safe behind walls. But Shelly's like needs to be in your face at all times, so it's so dang confusing how this individual got that high. But what makes it even more impressive, this account, is, as you can see, the newest brawler in this game, power level 1 Lily, an assassin brawler renowned in the community for being pretty dang hard to push, man. I've seen countless pro players out there complaining how difficult of a grind it was to get to rank 35, but this guy ain't complaining. At power level 1, 2,047 trophies on this character. It's ridiculous. This character's bread and butter playstyle is trading. You get in the face of an individual trying to charge up your super, and of course it's without the benefits of the gimmicky gadget that Lily has to go invisible to get optimal kill confirms and stuff like that. You don't have none of that. Truly, when I saw this, I was like, okay, what is happening here? Like, how are these people doing this? Like, come on. We're getting to a caliber that's so far beyond what we previously talked about in the last episode, where we were so shocked to see that power level 1 Doug at 1,400 trophies. We are far beyond that, man. If any of you guys know what's going on here, make sure to let me know, but we're not done there. Moving along here, this isn't as high of trophies as that Lily account, but I still found it really, really intriguing. We have a pretty established account here, right? We have brawlers at power level 11, just an average account. There's some rank 35s, that Piper power level 11 rank 35, but then we have a random power level 1 Ruffs here at 2,012 trophies. What's happening? Like, come on, man. There has to be something going on here, and it's just so past me. I'm not sure what's happening, but that's not the only thing going on here. Much like the last account, they also have a power level 1 kit at 1,326 trophies right now. Ridiculous. Speaking of kit, this one I thought was insanely funny as well. Much like that Ruffs account, we have a pretty established account here, right? They have masters, pretty decent win streak. Overall trophies are really good. 3v3 wins, really good. Everything looks like a normal account here. We have some pretty high level pushes going on, right? Power level 11s there at the top. Looks like this guy's doing it in duels, potentially with the Shelly, Colt, and Barley. Nothing crazy out of place. They have a power level 11, rank 35 Piper there, but if you keep scrolling down, it's like, okay. Guys, see what I'm seeing? This one's a little bit more odd because not power level 1, it's power level 2. But still, 2,103 trophies. Seeing that this guy has some ranks that seem to be getting done in duels, we have some matching pushes going on here and then other brawlers neglected. And they're very close in trophies. This individual could have just had that kit as their 3rd place spot, which also could give reason as to why so many different brawlers are at this 1,500 trophy range here. Using some of these carry brawlers to push that final brawler there at the end and not needing to play with these lower level brawlers. This is the first one that I feel like I can get my head around, you know what I mean? It doesn't seem like a scam to me, you know what I'm saying? But that's not all. They also have a Chuck at power level 1 at 1,566 trophies. This one, A-okay, still insanely cursed, but at least I have an explanation for it, you know? But brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving along to the final 2 here in this episode today, and the most ridiculous ones in my opinion. Once again, reverting back from the ones that kind of make sense, we look at an account like this. Looks pretty dang new, 84 max win streak. 2,156 total trophies, and I'm sure you guys know which brawler has all of those trophies. Every single brawler neglected. We scrolled down to Gene, power level 1, 2,156 trophies with nothing else to show for it on this account. Whereas the other account was a great example of something that I think could have been done legitly. I'm not sure what's going on here is legit to a sense, and I can't say that 100%, and again, I kind of feel bad for saying that, but again, it's just so bizarre. I don't know what tactics they're using in order to do this. It's either they're getting carried by like the 2 best players in the entire world, and guys, I've gotten carried to my fair share of like rank 25 power level 1 grinds out there from really phenomenal players. It's still so dang hard even with good players. So it's just hard for me to understand what's happening here. And then the most ridiculous, and not by much, mind you, I have a sneaking explanation that this Spike account here is playing with the Gene account, seeing that they have similar max win streaks and similar 3v3 overall trophy wins and very similar trophy amounts here. The Spike account, bro, what is happening? Power level 1, 2,162 trophies there, rank 35 and more. I just recently came across these accounts here that are just ridiculous, and I really don't have an explanation for it. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about these ridiculous power level 1 grinds going out there on the leaderboard. Seeing that there's so many of them, I feel like there's some tactic that I'm not aware of that these individuals are utilizing. If there was maybe one account out there that had a ridiculous power level 1 grind at like 2,000 trophies, power level 1, it would be shocking. But it's even more shocking seeing this being a recurring thing on the leaderboards with multiple accounts out there. It's so dang hard to do this just from a like singular basis, right? This would be a monumental milestone, but there's like 10 other people that are doing this. Very similar achievements. So guys, I would love to hear what you think is going on here. I have no idea at the minute, but whatever it is, it's ridiculous. But yeah, man, that's just about all I got for you guys here in this episode today. Who doesn't love their way around a cursed account, man? It's always fun as heck. But yeah, we'll be talking. Talk to you later. Take it easy.